Hey guys, the Eggman here. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, episode 29. Last episode we got up to the Temple of the Ice, and we're going to be tackling this temple this episode. So to start out, you can just see there's this crystal switch right here with that's going to alternate the colors, the red and blue blocks going up and down there. So you're going to go midway through the platform and then use your boomerang on the switch, as you saw. It's going to lower the blue blocks so you can continue on. And then after that, just come around here like I just did. And you want to step in front of this platform, make sure to not step on the spike above the blue blocks, and then take out your bomb shoes and send one all the way to the switch. And then that's going to alternate the blocks, and you can head up the stairs here. This floor has absolutely nothing right now, so just head up to the next floor. So you start out on this floor. You can see a crystal switch right here, and there's going to be a wooden peg in the ground here also. So you want to step on this wooden peg, take out your boomerang, so you're equal level with the crystal switch. Fling your boomerang at it, and that's going to lower the ice up here. And it's slippery on those platforms, as you could probably tell, so be careful not to fall off like I did. In this treasure chest right here, there's going to be a big green rupee, so that's nice. And here we got a new enemy, a Stag Beetle. They're going to have a invincible like face, but the back of the body is vulnerable for now. So you just want to get around them, which can be kind of difficult sometimes, but it's not impossible. So now, as you could see, those switches that we saw earlier, we have to pull them in a certain order. And this one, it's directly north, is the last switch we have to pull. And that was the most fail line ever, but it'll be good enough. But just continue around, and we're trying to search for a way to the order that we have to pull those switches in. That's what we're trying to figure out. So jump across all these platforms here, and then we can tell by that one that the first lever that we have to pull is the one on the far left. So we got some more Stag Beetles here. You can just knock them down below if you don't want to fight them, or just ignore them. And finally over here we got this last stone tablet, and this one says that the one in front of the tongue is second. So now that we have 3 answers, we can figure out what the last one is by process of elimination. So the first one was the one on the far left, second was the one in front of the tongue, which is right here, third is the one that we didn't have a clue for, and fourth is the one directly north of that other stone tablet. So pull them in that order. It's going to lower a door, and we can go up onto this raised platform now. There's a Stag Beetle up here, which you can just knock off. Try not to fall down with it like I did. But heading back up here, you can see there's some blue blocks blocking our way, so we're just going to head up north. And up here we got some old enemies with new variations. We got an ice bubble and an ice keys. And they're just going to be like the older enemies that we fought, just they have ice, and if they touch you, they will freeze you. So be careful of that. You can see there's a switch there that's we can't reach the platform. It's on a lower one, so what you want to do is grab a bomb and throw one down at it. I missed that shot, but the next one I'll get. And while we're waiting for this here, I just want to tell you guys that I just recently got a capture card, so for my next LP, expect it to be a better quality, and looking forward to putting it to use. But you can jump down here after you blow up the switch with the bomb, and we get a wisdom gem, so that's awesome. And head back. Now the red blocks are going to be lifted up, and these blue blocks up here are going to be down, so we can cross into the center platform. We look at this switch, and it's going to give us an order to hit the switches. So you want to stand on this blue tile and hit these crystal switches in the order that was on the stone tablet. And you do that, small key is going to drop on that tiny platform over there, and you can just grab it with your boomerang. And you want to head back up this way and head to the locked door that we saw earlier. I have kind of a funny story for you guys. A couple days ago I was playing Twilight Princess, and my cat jumped on my bed while I was playing it, and I was actually doing the Cave of Ordeals at the time, and I was facing a bunch of enemies, so I was trying to do a spin attack with my nunchuck, and I was just winging my hand around like crazy trying to get those spin attacks off, but I guess my cat thought it was a game or something, and attacked my hand and wrist and everything, and now I got a cut on my wrist, and it looks like I'm an emo kid, but yeah, I couldn't, trying to get mad at her and stuff, but I was in the middle of fighting a bunch of enemies in Zelda, so I had no time for that. But, yeah, hopefully that cut will go away soon. I don't want to look like an emo kid for a long time. I had that before, too, with there was a cat stuck in my tree, or not my tree, in a tree at my cousin's house, and it wouldn't come down. It was just a kitten, and it wouldn't come down. It was too scared to jump down, so me and my cousin had to use some heroic efforts, and he knocked the kitten down from a tree with a ball, and then I was on the other side and I had to catch it, but ended up being a bad idea because, well, not really a bad idea, but I got a huge cut on my wrist, and I looked like an emo kid there too, but at least we got the kitten down and it was safe, and yeah. But anyways, now we are back at the temple entrance, and you can see that we got some tongue statues to pull here. As you could, earlier I didn't explain them, I was telling my story, but you just go in front of the tongue statues and pull them with your grappling hook that you got, and I didn't explain that we got this new item here too. I was too busy with my story, jeez. But, yeah, the grappling hook, our new item, which we've had for a while now, it can pull you towards places like this treasure chest here, and we get a big red rupee from there, and your grappling hook can also, it takes off the face of the Stag Beetle that we saw earlier, and makes it a lot easier to defeat. And you can also, as you're gonna see soon, you can also create tight ropes with it. And you'll see right here, you draw a line in between the two wooden pegs here, and then you create a tightrope that you can walk across and explore new areas with. And the Stag Beetle right here, you can see take its face off. Even though you're not taking its face off, just a mask, but I don't know, I like taking its face off better, it sounds cooler. You can see there's a tongue statue right here that you can pull out, and it's going to be a timed one that you have to run and get past the ice that melted. But as you can see there, we didn't have near enough time to get to it. So what you want to do to get past it is stand way at the very back of this platform and pull it out and make him like the guy from Kiss and pull his tongue out way too far. And now failed there, but now you can see we have a bunch of time. I jumped into the I failed, as you saw, like I said, and I still had plenty of time to get across, so the long tongue works out. But you hit the switch here, it's going to create a bridge back, and I actually forgot to do something here. Excuse me. What you want to do is head back to over here, and there's a switch that we want to pull. So you pull it out, it's going to create a treasure chest, and if you've already gone across like I did, you can just walk across this bridge, but as you can probably tell from the beeping, I pulled the tongue again, but then realized that I didn't need to. But with the small key that we got from the treasure chest, you can open up this door here, and in this treasure chest here we get another wisdom gem. And then, as you can see, there's a colored crystal switch in there. And you want to stand on the outside because there's blue blocks right in front of you. And use your boomerang. And now we want to head back to where we cross with the tightrope. And cross again. And I fail again. And there's been a lot of fails so far this episode. And there's even more to come. I don't know why I'm falling into the pit of death, nowhereness, emptiness, whatever. But come to this tightrope and hit these 4 switches around in the circle, and that'll melt the ice in front of this eye statue. And then pull out your bow and arrow, hit the eye, and that's going to melt the ice back at the beginning, which we saw earlier. And in front of this blue tile looks kind of suspicious, so if it looks suspicious, throw a bomb at it. But that rule only applies to Zelda. Don't try that in real life, or else may have some issues with the police and stuff. But anyways, you're gonna make this guy look like Kiss again, the guy from Kiss, and pull out his tongue really far. And then just use your grappling hook, grapple all the way across these 4 platforms, I think, if I counted right, and just cross this door, and that'll end the timer, and now this door won't close again. But as you can see, we got the boss door right there. So, we can't go through the boss door right now, but we want to head down the steps that we saw, and hopefully we'll find the boss key down here. So in this room right here, we got one of those familiar sequences, and we got a uke that we have to defeat. So just defeat it like we always have before. And there's a green slime in this area too, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't count. You can just ignore it. You just have to defeat the uke. Not 100% sure because I kind of defeated it at the same time, but that's what I think. But we got some grappling hook wooden peg thingies. So we're just going to create tight ropes between these two. You may think that you can just grapple over, you don't have to make the tight rope, but if you try to do that, you're just going to fall into the pit of death and emptiness. But hit this stone statue is going to give you a hint of what you're supposed to do. That you can jump farther than you can before with the tightrope. And what you want to do is just create a big slingshot. Just pull back and let go. Don't try and move it to the left, or else you'll fall into the pit like I did there. And there was another fail again. Like I said, there's a bunch of fails in this episode. But yeah, you just pull back and then let go. But hit all those 4 switches at the same time with the spin attack, and that's going to create a treasure chest, which we can't reach it. Another suspicious looking wall, so again we'll throw a bomb at it. And just pull out your grappling hook now, and we're back to where the treasure chest appeared. And then this door opened right here, so we're gonna head through this door, see what we can find over here. So you can defeat those stag beetles if you want, you don't have to. But here, we're going to use these torches to create a tightrope, and then slingshot up to this higher platform here, and just grapple across, and then we can jump down, but you may not want to jump down because I forgot to do something and I'm going to have to head back up there. But you can step on that switch to create a bridge back to the start. But you want to get back up to the platform that I jumped off that I didn't mean to. And there's an eye switch up there, as you can see. Use your bow and arrow and fire it into the eye. And that's going to open up the door. Here there's kind of an interesting puzzle, which took me a while to figure out on my first playthrough. When you're looking at these eyes, they're going to close, but if you look away, they're going to open up. What you have to do is create a tightrope between these 2 wooden pegs, and then bounce your arrows off and hit the eye switches. And it looked like I would have shot myself with one of the arrows there, but good thing you can't attack yourself in this game. And there's 2 fails right in a row right there. So, see what I mean about failing this episode. But anyways, once you hit those 2 eye switches, you're gonna get a small key from the chest that appears. So we're gonna head over to the locked door over here. And got some pots here, but head into this room, and another one of these sequences with one of these more aggressive ukes. And we got some ice keys in here too. So we're just gonna take out the ice keys quickly, throw a bomb into the uke's mouth, and take him out. That's gonna make a treasure chest appear. And it's gonna open up a door in a different spot. But we get a big red rupee from that chest. I'm pretty sure that if you don't have full potions slots, then you'll get a yellow potion. But if you do have full potion slots like I do, then you'll get a big red rupee. But for this puzzle here, you're gonna jump on this wooden peg, then grapple over to the one on the higher platform. You have to jump on the wooden peg so you're at equal height to the platform above you. But jump on the switch there, and it's gonna lower the ice to this place right here. And it's gonna be a tiny platform that's slippery and icy that you have to cross. At least it doesn't make you start from the beginning every time, or else I might have never gotten across it, but almost got all the way across that time, just failed at the end, and then I jump off again for some reason. I don't know why I did that. But hit the switch at the end there like you saw, that's going to finally lower the ice to this key over here, or to the treasure chest, and that's going to get the boss key. Kind of spoil what was in the treasure chest there. Didn't mean to do that, but pretty sure it was pretty obvious, I think. But just head back up the stairs, and the boss room is right over here. Okay, so with that, we're going to end things off. After we look at the statue and create the blue light, So next time we're going to face the temple boss and hopefully find a pure metal. I'll see you guys then.